Hi, my name is Elizabeth Granoff, and I'm an attorney in Illinois. And part of my practice is representing lawyers with disciplinary issues. And I also represent law students who have issues getting into the bar. And I do have a transactional practice as well. My background is that I worked at the Attorney Registration Disciplinary Commission in Illinois for a little over 9 years. And so I'm very familiar with the disciplinary process and what kinds of things lawyers get involved in, what they do, what types of complaints exist against lawyers. One of the thing that I'm going to talk about today is alcohol and drug issues in the law, how it affects lawyers, some stress, work-life balance issues, and also things that lawyers can do to stay out of trouble. Alcoholism and drug dependence are major problems in the United States. They actually affect 10% of the population, according to the National Institution on Alcohol and Alcohol Abuse. The rates of addiction for lawyers are even higher. And the American Bar Association estimates that between 15 to 20% of lawyers suffer alcoholism and substance abuse issues. For some years, the ARDC... So the Commission Rule 108, it's a determination to defer further proceeding and keep the matter private and confidential. Some of the conditions that the ARDC panel will take into consideration are the nature and circumstances of the conduct under investigation and the character and condition of the attorney. And some of the conditions I've mentioned, but they will require periodic reports to the administrator, supervision of the attorney's practice or complaint against them. And the biggest thing is communication, not calling your clients. Pick up your phone. I know that that sounds very easy, but it's not always easy. We're busy. We have busy practices. We're doing 1,000,001 things. Our clients, maybe nothing is going on with their case, and they call every single day, and you have nothing new to report. And they're bugging you, and they're driving you crazy. I had a client on a transactional deal that called me every single day, and then he started getting his 90-year-old grandmother calling me every single day, and I was at my wit's end. It drove me insane. I had nothing to say to him or to her, and I mustered up all my patience, but I would take his calls, and I would very nicely say, I have nothing new to report. I promise you I will let you know when I do. But just having that communication, as aggravating as it can be, is important, because that gives a client a sense of satisfaction. And if a client is satisfied with you, they're certainly much less likely to go ahead and file a complaint. Matters within the office and trying to resolve any client disputes before the client would go to the ARDC. So if a client expressed any dissatisfaction with the firm or the lawyer's handling of the case, and this was a medium-sized domestic firm, and they handled quite a lot of contested domestic matters. And one of the things that the principal said to me in that was, you want somebody to like you. Be gracious to them, be professional with them, because if they like you, they're going to be less likely